If you're looking to lower your scores and you're trying to get maybe from 100 down to 90, 90 down to 80, you may be looking at new clubs or maybe a new golf ball for your year, then we're going to tick all those boxes in this video. Guys, welcome back to the Next 100 series. We're here today at Lindrick Golf Club, and you will see by the flyover, we are playing the second hole here. A par 4, 336 yards long, stroke index 8, but how do we play it? We're playing in the winter today. What's different now compared to what you would do maybe in the summer? Hi guys, if you're new to the channel, then welcome back to this YouTube channel. If you want to hit that subscribe button and join us on that journey to 50,000, that will be great. And guys, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, I hope you're enjoying the course management series here at Lindrick. But today we're playing in the winter, and one big thing we are lucky here at Lindrick is that we've got dry tees, we've got dry fairways. It's a very dry golf course, so we're still having handicap qualifiers, but you're going to play it totally different now than what you would probably in July when it's firm and fast. So at the moment we're not getting much run. We've got the breeze up here today into and off the left, so today's club is the driver. And you will know by those shots on screen, I've been hitting this driver really well. It's a driver that I'm confident with, and straight away today, this is what we would be playing. To get us down there, get us into position, to have the best chance of hitting the green. And just like that, straight up the middle of the fairway, nice and easy to launch, and that's a fairway hit, and that should leave me around about 120 yards in. But if it comes to the summer, we have a big problem because it's firm and fast, and that drive right there will potentially run too far. So could we go down to maybe a fairway wood? Well, often we go to this club. So we would often go to this club right here, which would be the 4-iron. So I'd go to the 4-iron because that's not going to reach the bunker, which again you will see by the flyover on the right hand side, and that'll leave me a reasonable shot in. Still leave me hopefully under 150 yards, whereas if I was playing this, we'll see where this leaves me, because this today into this breeze is probably going to leave me 160 and 170 yards, which then makes this hole at 336 yards extremely difficult, because when we get up there, you'll see that it's not the easiest of greens. Because although that is struck exceptionally well, launched nice and high, it's not gone too far. So guys, you will see it is in a pretty good position there, but we'll have a quick look how far we've got. But the main thing is I'm short of that bunker. So think about holes on your golf course that might play longer in the winter, but in the summer you have to avoid the trouble, because if I go into that bunker, it's going to be very hard to hit the green, and I'm already adding additional shots that I don't need. So if we have a quick look at how far we have from here, it still might have done pretty well actually. Let's see. So bang on 150 yards, but with slope it's playing 155, and then we added in the wind, we're probably looking at a 170 shot, which is much harder than the shot I've got up there. And you'll see up here we have just held the fairway there, and you can see why that in the summer that will either go in those trees or on the A57. But you can see a great angle in here to the green, so if you can take advantage and get past the trouble, then it's certainly something for you to consider. But I've had to hit that well to get there, but now I've left myself a much easier chance of maybe even having a look at a birdie. And again, this is where you need to think, obviously, what are you trying to do? What is your handicap? If you're a 10 handicap, if you're a mid handicap, then you should probably be playing short. You don't mind if you're just short of the green, you chip on, you take your 5, you use your shot. Because this is a difficult hole, although not the longest. Make sure you think, is it a green light, is it a red light? Is it one that you can easily get a par on? It might be one where you want to take the chance on. I would say potentially not here on the second. I would be playing sensible, I'd be playing safe. If I had a shot, then if it does come up short, I've still got a reasonable chip onto a difficult green, because the last place we want to be here is long. And interesting enough here, I've got just over 100 yards, but you see there I've got my 8-iron, because how many times I see people from here try and hit that full swing, try and hit it as high as possible. Even if you hit the green, it might even spin back, or you catch it thin, catch it heavy, and you don't get the distance. Here, all I'm going to do with this is I'm going to get a little bit narrow in the stance, grip down the club, and treat it like a half shot, a three-quarter shot. And this is where in the winter it's certainly something to practice. You can see extremely low ball flight there, and just running up underneath that flag. I've got an uphill putt there. It was an easy swing, started on line, and I've got that chance. And like we said, as you come up to this green, it is surrounded by bunkers. But not only that, it's one of the hardest greens on the golf course. So extremely slopey, different slopes here on the right. If you're up on the right hand side, you have a tricky putt down onto the left. And you don't want to be past this hole. You'd be better off being here or even in one of these bunkers like mid-handicap Dave there, because you've got a shot uphill. You're going to be able to control that a little bit better. I could play a bump and run here, but if we're long of the green, it's all downhill to the front, and it makes it extremely difficult. And you will know, guys, on this tour we have been using seed golf balls, so we do have a fantastic alignment aid on these golf balls at a more affordable price. But you also know on this series I've used multiple putters, but today we're trying out a Golf Punk arm lock putter. So let's see if it can roll me in for a 3. It's not a bad 4. So guys, think about it at your golf course. Is there holes that you might play different in the winter to the summer? Here at Lindrick, certainly you do, because again, the weather dictates that my driver won't run out and go on that A57. It gives me a better chance of hitting a shot well inside tour average, and it might help me get my scores down. But come the summer, it's stroke index 8. I play the sensible way. I try and hit the fairway. I then try and hit this green and make sure I get my clubbing right. We don't want to be along here because we can quickly turn a 336 yard hole into trouble.